So I don't understand the content yet. How can I possibly do any practice exams? Maybe I should just keep reading the textbook for 5 more weeks or 6 more weeks until it's literally one day before the exam, and then I can start practice questions. This is something that has been brought up to me at least 100 times by students when I tell them start practice exams early. They're always like, oh, but I need to like keep learning this content. I don't fully understand it. Like, how can I do the practice questions if I don't understand the content? Well, surprise, surprise, most people when they start doing exams, they probably can't do half the questions, and that's normal. I couldn't do like 60% of the questions on my methods or special exam when I first started doing those practice exams. But that's the whole point. You're meant to learn the exam skills and learn the content through questions as opposed to through reading it and then kind of hoping that it's like so solid and then going into exams. Because truth be told, reading your notes 100 times is probably never going to make you feel like you really understand it. If you get to a question that you don't know how to do, follow these steps. Firstly, sit there for a few minutes, really rack your brain and think, is there anything that I can write? Anything that could be remotely related? It could be completely wrong, but try to answer it. Don't immediately give up. That is the biggest mistake. Then check the answer. Maybe you've written it completely wrong. Maybe the answer is something completely different. That's okay. For me, a lot of questions were like this. There were questions that I had no idea how to answer. I wrote down what was effectively garbage and then realized that the answer was something completely different. But that is the learning process, because what you do now is you save this question that you've gone wrong and then do it again the next day. Try to remember now that you've seen the answer how to do it. And if you're able to get it correct the next day, that means you've remembered the content. And look, you started with completely not knowing the content and now you know the content. That is how the learning happens. You don't need to have read every single word of content 100 times before you start practice exams. You need to start them now. And if you want to improve at VCE English in particular, head to vcenglishgpt.com. We've recently rebranded to Polar Bear, so everything is way smoother.